Again, he rekindles that flame. What does it mean for his current fiance and his home life? You got to deal with that as a man, be responsible. Same thing with the restaurants. Like, yeah, he succeeded in it, but now his own people are starting to look at him like he's, part of the gentrification problem.
So congratulations on season 2. Obviously, last season, Anne caught himself in a pickle with Camille on the season finale. So how is your character navigating the decision that he made this season, and where do things stand with you and Camille that you can dish out?
Yeah, well, he's navigating it as best he can. Ian is this man that's like a lot of us. We're in process trying to figure out who we are and what we stand for. And a lot of times, we dream big and we want these things. Like Ian, I like to look at him in the first season like Ian the dreamer. He wanted to rekindle his old flame, and he wanted to, introduce a piece of Paris into his old block through this fine French cuisine, this restaurant that he introduced. But then, figuring out what to do with some of those things and taking responsibilities for, the reactions surrounding them is something that he's got to do as a man. Again, he rekindles that flame. What does it mean for his current fiance and his home life? You got to deal with that as a man, be responsible. Same thing with the restaurants. Like, yeah, he succeeded in it, but now his own people are starting to look at him like he's, part of the gentrification problem. So like, you got to deal with that. You know what I mean? So I feel like one of his themes, one of his through lines in season 2 is him developing, what's necessary to be a man.
Why do you think the show has been such a success with its viewers for it to get picked up so soon and for there to be such a yearning for a second season? And what about your character do you feel resonates so much with viewers?
I would say that it's getting such a positive feedback and people are loving it so much because it's just really highlighting the necessity to see Black people, Black culture, Black joy, and all of its complexities. You know what I'm saying? It's faceted. It's not just one note. You know what I'm saying? It's not just hurrah, like, okay, cool. We're not just strong. You know what I'm saying? There's some virility and vulnerability that goes along with it as well. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like seeing that juxtaposition, seeing that contrast, whether it's us as a people or you look at Ian as an individual, is something that we can all empathize with because that's what makes us human. you know?
Now, this is your second season, so obviously you and the cast have had enough time to build true relationships outside of the show. How are you managing having such girl power around you all day and then having to go home to more girl power with your love and your baby girl?
My new one is a baby boy, but my middle one is a baby girl, so I do have that. But you know what? I feel like it's such a treat. We feel like a lot of times you think about strength. It may be a knee-jerk reaction to think that like the strength goes along with being a man. Like I'm seeing such strength and such power from being on set with these women, and at the end of the day, I've never been supported more than by a Black woman. You know what I mean? Whether it be the supporters that I got from the artistry that I do, my woman at home. So it's like I get enveloped in this support when I'm on set, and then the flip side, to be the only man, not the only man, but like one of the men being surrounded by all these women, it's like I love to bring my own sense of strength, my own sense of protection, to them as an artist, but then also like just as an individual. We move around in the streets. It's like they know I got their back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a beautiful marriage of love between all of us.
Well, it's been such a pleasure speaking with you today. Congratulations again on the success of the show and everything else that you have going forward. And I look forward to talking to you for season 3.
Absolutely. Me too. Fingers crossed. I appreciate it.